Welcome to Transport Vlog. My name is Paul and I'm currently at Central Station, and this is going to be an update video on all the Sydney Metro work that's happening at Sydney Central Station. If you look behind me, you can see that the new northern concourse and the feature roof is now open, so I'm going to start with that. So here is the new north concourse with its feature roof. It's on two levels. I am currently on the upper level, which I'm going to call the Grand Concourse level. Over to the right, behind the brown fence hoarding, is platforms 8 to 12. The lower level, which I'm going to call the North Concourse level, connects with the existing suburban tunnel. The roof starts at platform 8 and extends all the way to platform 16. The feature roof is 80 metres long and 40 metres wide, and it weighs 330 tonnes. The feature roof was designed by architects Woods Bagot and John McAslan and Partners. 21,000 square metres of the existing canopy was demolished to allow this new roof to go in place. And if you remember what it used to look like before, it was quite dark and dingy. Not anymore. Now next to platform 11, and you can see how these concrete supports connect the roof with the concourse floor. These two new lifts provide step-free access from the Grand Concourse level down to the North Concourse level below. These lifts are close to platform 12. As you can see, the lift will ultimately go to a newer lower concourse, wherever that may be. I think it might link into Central Walk somehow, or even go directly to the Sydney Metro platforms. Notice that the sides are all glass. This is to allow as much natural light in as possible. This is looking north towards the ticket gates in the Grand Concourse. And here's the view from the other side. You can see the ticket gates, and you can see that this section of the new North Concourse has not yet opened. So this is the view from the other side of those ticket gates. Work is continuing to finish this area before it opens to the public. This is the rear of the Suburban station entrance. I'm not sure exactly when this work will finish and this area will open, but hopefully it will be during 2021. There are 21 of these distinctive diamond or kite-shaped skylights, and they help bring natural light into the concourse below. The roof is 2,240 square metres. The aluminium cladding panels in the roof house lights and PA speakers. The western section of the roof ends at platform 8, as you can see here. Now coming down one of 4 escalators that link the Grand Concourse level with the North Concourse level below. The 2 lifts that I showed you earlier come out here. Behind the white hoardings on the right is the construction site for the Sydney Metro station platforms. So I reckon the escalators going down to the Sydney Metro platforms will be about here. And that lift? Well, I reckon the lower concourse is probably going to be the Sydney Metro platforms. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now viewing the rear of the Suburban station entrance from the lower level. And now the station master's office. Both these sandstone buildings have been sandblasted to clean them up and bring back their original colours. So besides the 4 escalators, there's also quite a wide staircase, as you can see here. Now coming up one of the escalators. Below the new destination displays is platform 8. Although the Suburban station entrance building is heritage listed, it was agreed that the roof could be modified, and this is what is happening here. And here is another view of the old station master's office. Notice how much better it looks now since it's been sandblasted and cleaned up. Here is a view of the northern concourse and the feature roof taken from platform 7. And this is what the roof looks like from the outside. This is taken from platform 11 looking north. And here is a view from platform 16 looking west. And here is the view from the front of the Suburban station entrance. And as you can see, work is continuing to modify the roof. The new North Concourse is much wider than the old one. So how did they do that? Let's find out. They created the extra space by slightly shortening platforms 9, 10, 11 and 12. Notice the concrete marking the end of the line and the new buffer stops. To compensate, platforms 9, 10 and 11 were lengthened at the southern end. This is looking at platform 9 from platform 8. And you can see clearly here the new section of platform 9. There was an extra line between platforms 9 and 10, but it seems to have been broken into 2. And behind that you can see the extended platforms 10 and 11. Now on platforms 10 and 11, and you can see how this island platform has been extended. Platform 12 hasn't been lengthened as yet, I guess because it's so close to the Sydney Metro construction site. Maybe it will be lengthened in the future. So I'm now on Chalmers Street, and behind me you can see the familiar Sydney Metro blue hoardings. So here is going to be a new entrance to Central Station, both to the Metro and also to the existing rail services, and it will provide a very convenient interchange with Sydney Light Rail. The station entrance is at the site of the former Bounce Hotel. Do you remember that? And it's literally right next to the Sydney Light Rail platforms. Here is an artist impression of the new Chalmers Street entrance. This will link to Central Walk, which I'll cover in a moment, providing access to all the suburban platforms, Sydney Metro and intercity services as well. This station will also have a pedestrian link through to Randall Lane, which is behind Chalmers Street. Here are some views from the gaps in the hoardings. These portrait shots give you an idea of the depth of this new station entrance. And the photos on the hoardings provide some lovely memories of Sydney's past. Remember these trains? Let me know in the comments. So I'm on one of the suburban platforms at the moment, and the hoardings you can see behind me, these are part of what is called Central Walk, and there's going to be escalators that are going to lead down to a new underground passageway that will be much wider than what's there at the moment. So the suburban platforms are going to get escalators for the very first time. Central Walk will also link to the new entrance on Chalmers Street to provide a really good interchange with the light rail system. Now Central Walk is due to open in 2022, so that's next year. So these improvements are going to come well before the Metro line opens. So on this map you can see the new northern concourse that we visited earlier, the Sydney Metro platforms. And then you can see Central Walk indicated in green, and to the right of Central Walk is the new entrance on Chalmers Street. Behind these hoardings, lifts and escalators are being built that will connect with Central Walk below. Passengers will use Central Walk to connect with the Sydney Metro platforms. Central Walk will also provide an easier connection to the underground platforms 24 and 25 for the eastern suburbs and Illawarra line. Each suburban platform will have 2 sets of escalators and 1 lift. And you can see how Central Walk will link with the new Chalmers Street entrance. So here is an artist impression of what Central Walk will look like. It will be 19 metres wide. It will have escalators on either side, and as you can see here, there will be lifts in the middle. And here is an artist's impression of the escalators going down from Central Walk to the Sydney Metro platforms. This diagram shows another view of Central Walk and the escalators down to the Sydney Metro platforms. Although not shown in this diagram, Central Walk will also connect with the eastern suburbs platforms, so platforms 24 and 25, and it will also use part of the ghost platforms, platforms 26 and 27, to provide access to the main part of Central Walk. Work is progressing here to connect the eastern suburbs platforms to Central Walk. As you can hear, there's plenty of work going on. I used the stairs to access platforms 24 and 25 and found the site entrance for this work. I think this also might be where the disused platforms 26 and 27 are. This diagram shows how Central Walk will link with platforms 24 and 25 by using parts of disused platform 26 and 27. The southern pedestrian walkway to the intercity and country platforms has remained open for the majority of the time. Above this roof is the Sydney Metro construction site. Now heading towards the intercity and country link platforms, platforms 4 to 12. Before any work could start on the Sydney Metro station and platforms, it was necessary to create this bridge here. It's called the Sydney Yard Access Bridge. This was required to allow construction vehicles and heavy materials to be delivered to the construction site. You can see how this bridge descends and accesses the construction site. Here is the entrance to the Sydney Yard Bridge on Regent Street. Some on-train footage now, and you can see on the left where the bridge starts from Regent Street. Building this bridge whilst keeping all the existing busy running lines below open was not an easy task. The Sydney Metro documentary series called Sydney's Super Tunnel explains how this work happened very clearly, so I'll provide a link to how you can watch this documentary series on demand in the description below. You can see the bridge now descending and accessing the construction site. I was lucky to be on a very slow train, so plenty of time to film the construction site. I can't see much that's worth talking about here, but if you do see something, please do let me know in the comments. As this train takes a left on this junction, the construction site becomes a little bit more visible, but at the moment it's mainly construction porter cabins that you can see. The station platforms will be below here, around 27 metres underground. 280,000 tonnes of rock was removed to make way for this new metro station. Platforms 13, 14 and 15 were demolished to make way for the Sydney Metro construction site, but 2 of these platforms will be rebuilt after the work is finished. You can get a reasonable view of part of the construction site from the south end of the suburban platforms, as you can see here. This is from platform 18. And this is from platform 16. This is the view from platform 11. Do you know what this machine does? If you do, let me know in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed my update video on all the Sydney Metro work that's happening here at Central Station. As you can see, the station is going to be very, very different in a few years. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. If you have any questions as well, do leave those below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Transport Vlog YouTube channel, please do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.